project today.
I'm not.
It's hard for him to fit in here, squeeze in here today. We're
Always.
like unframed. You guys, we are going to, I know, don't hate on me. It's broken, it's messed up, it's falling apart. This table is seen better days, but we're gonna give it new life today, okay? I have some fun stuff here we're going to use. We're gonna make a fun craft. It's gonna have a patriotic feel to it, but I think the spindle part of it we can use for other seasons, okay? And it'll all make sense as I put it together. But I think this could turn into like an everlasting interchangeable project for you if you recreate something like what I'm doing, okay? So this table, the top is peeling. It's like there's pieces missing off of it. The frame part is all coming apart, and sure, if somebody really wanted to, it's kind of warped. They probably could try to fix it, but I think it's beyond my expertise of fixing. So I'm going to deconstruct it, and we are going to use the spindles, because these spindles are amazing. So come on in, let us know once you're here. Tim is sending out the text message. If you would like to get a text message when we go live, just text hello to this phone number, 877-273-6227. I know my R is missing. Eventually, someday, I'll get my life together and I'll find my R. Probably won't be anytime soon though, okay? So don't get your hopes up. We've got the hammer, okay? I'm pulling out my Fiskars hammer today. Yes, we sell these in the shop. Yes, they are amazing. Yes, I love it. Yes, I actually use it. And then we're also using our Fiskars pliers that we also have in the shop, okay? Hello, Miss Sharon. Hello, Miss Patty from Tennessee. Hello, Miss Cheryl, Miss Jody. Hey, Linda and Lynn. Hello, Robin and Trudy and Candace. Hello, Chris McKinney. Hello, everybody. Hey, Miss Carol. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hi, Miss Janet. Hello, Miss Ruth and Patty and Karen. I'm gonna get noisy in here, okay?
The table looks a lot nicer on camera than it is in real life.
I promise you, okay? It's literally like it's peeling apart. It's cracked here. It's like warpy. I promise you, this table, I'm not ruining a perfectly good table, okay?
It was, she actually saved it.
I saved it, yes.
From the fire pit.
It almost made it into the fire pit. Not a burn pit, but the fire pit. It was gonna become firewood, and I said, ooh, those spindles, I could do something with those. So, don't get mad at me, okay? I'm recycling.
Don't send her emails.
I'm recycling,
Send her emails.
No, don't send me emails. I don't know, I have no real plan to take this apart. I'm just gonna start beating on it, okay? And we're gonna see how well that works.
Well,
okay?
I would give it a tap there.
Give it a tap there.
That way. There you go. Okay. And then just, no, just pull this that way.
Okay.
And then push it away from you. No, push it away. There you go.
He's a smart man. He's taking a thing or two apart. And I may even save some of these other pieces, like these other little fun pieces of wood, like maybe we can use them in another project. So I'm probably gonna get more than just this one project out of it, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna...
Wait, what are you doing now?
I don't know.
Let me look. Yep, give it a tap away. Oh.
Don't break it. Don't
You did.
break my heart. Because those nails. Okay, so we gotta do this a little differently.
So, hold on.
Okay.
Let me look.
Oh, so those nails. Okay.
Yep. How many is there? There's
I can glue it though. I
2.
still got the piece.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Let me see here.
So another tool I'm using here is Tim. I'm sorry I don't sell Tim in our shop, but maybe you can find a Tim of your own in your life somewhere. You know, your husband, your son, your brother-in-law, your neighbor, the mailman, you know? Hey, can you help me pull a project apart, okay? You never know. You never know.
Well, so I don't know how many of them.
That one comes out pretty easy. Can I try to get one? Can I try? See if I'm strong enough?
You're not gonna.
Oh, did you all hear that? He says you're not gonna. How do you know?
Because the rest of them are buried.
Did you try this one?
Not yet.
It's a little buried.
Hold on.
Well, maybe if I'm just gentler with my tapping.
Well, you can try, but I doubt it.
Gentle? Just be a little gentle with the tapping. Oh. Just be gentle. Don't break your spindles. Man, they do not make furniture like they used to, because back in the day, furniture would have come apart a lot more easily than this is coming apart. I mean, back in the day, nowadays, furniture comes apart a lot more easily than it did back in the day.
Let's see.
Back in the day. See, this is the key. When I want something done at home, I just pull out the hammers and pull out the tools. And it's so quick how quick and amazing how quick and fast he pops out of his chair when I start walking by with tools, y'all. I mean, I know people joke about it, but it's the truth. You want something done, just grab a hammer and start hitting on things, and
especially in our
the
house.
help will come. Yes, in our house for sure. For sure.
No. What did I do with the...
I don't know. Well, what if we get the top removed and then we can wiggle and jiggle them?
Well, you got to get 2 loose first.
Okay, we gotta get 2 loose first.
Well, let's see.
Tim's taking over my project, y'all.
No, let's see if we can get this.
You could use a Sawzall. I don't have a Sawzall here. I do have a Dremel, though.
Not for these.
Oh, that might not work, because, well, maybe. You can probably get the heads off of them.
Yeah, but that's not gonna...
I'm just gonna do a little tapping of my own.
Just do some tapping.
I'm just gonna do a little, I'm gonna loosen him up for him, okay? I'm gonna get him nice and loose for him.
You do that.
So it's easier for him to get them out once he starts working them.
Well, it's all about being able to get a hold of them.
I know. See, what it is they have it notched out, and then this board is actually going into the spindles. So worst case, if we can't get this part, I really wanted to get this part out clean, where these like squared edges are. If we can't,
can I see this for a second?
We can use this part down here with the squared edge, because I want that squared base. Okay. So that's the goal. But we have 4 legs,
there we go.
And there's 2 squared sections on each leg.
Okay.
That one's still connected.
I know. Both of these 2 are.
Okay. So you can't see what he's doing back there, but he's working the wood back there where you can't see. Okay, he's getting it prepped for me and ready to go for me. Okay. Oh yes, a small block of wood and then tap the hammer. That would be smart. That's a great advice, Jackie. That is actually very smart. And then I wouldn't break my wood. So we are going to make...
With the way these are nailed in.
So you might be able to find spindles that are a little easier to take apart, or that are already taken apart at like a vintage antique shop or something like that. So while Tim continues that, I'm gonna wipe this table off real quick, and we're gonna work on the flags that we're gonna make, okay? I thought it would be fun to show you the disassembling of the table. I mean, it is fun. It is still fun, but it's just a little harder than I thought it was gonna be, okay? Yeah. Carol says, my Mr. Tim, AKA Dwayne, helps me with my crafts when I ask, right? Sometimes you just need a little extra hand, okay? The table, I saved it. It was going to be burned. It was going to be discarded and burned. And I said, oh no, those spindles on that table are too good to be cremated, okay? And we are going to save them. So Tim is working on it. How are we doing? How are we doing? He's taking the glasses off, y'all. So I'm gonna work on getting this leg out and show you guys this leg.
You just broke this other one.
How did I break? I didn't even touch that.
Because it caught there and it pulled up.
Oh,
and here's what you broke off of it.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. They're supposed to be a little worn and vintage and beat up and all the things, okay? I didn't know they'd have these little ends in, but that's okay. We can get rid of that. So, I'm gonna get this one ready. I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna do with this one. We're gonna use these ends down here that have the solid square, because these ones I didn't realize they have like the notches, and I broke one. So, maybe two. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our handy dandy little Fiskars saw. No, Fiskars does not pay me to
There we go.
advertise their tools, but I love their tools.
Now you can finish taking it apart.
Okay, okay. Talk about a man coming in and taking over your craft room.
No, look.
I'm not done.
It's still sitting there. You can still pull it the piece out.
All right, well, I'm going to work on this.
All right.
Gotta get this nail out. Oy, yay, yay.
Now let me see where we're at. Because
Pull this nail out. Alright. And we're going to cut this little knob off the end because I don't need that knob, okay? I found spindles with wheels, and my mail lady took them and made me a small movable island, and she did it all with just one hand. Wowzers! Good for her. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, if I do this right, I hope I do. I just want to cut this so it's nice and smooth so that it'll stand on the table. That's my goal. Okay. It'll stand. That's my goal. So this one, I might do them different heights. This one I think I'm gonna cut right here at this point. This will be like our tallest one. Like so. I'm gonna flip it this way. And I'm just gonna cut it all the way through. Now, if you don't have a Tim hand to clamp your wood down, you could always get like a wood clamp, like a clamp, and clamp it to like a block of wood like this, so it holds it steady for you. Or if you have like a clamp on a table, like a workbench out in the garage, you can do that too. Or you can hold it, and it works just holding it yourself. But y'all, look how cute that is. Look at that. So we got the first one done, stands all on its own. I wonder if we can utilize, we're gonna save these because we'll use these, I will use these for other things. If I didn't break this end, we could have cut this end off and had two out of this one.
well, if you glue the other stuff back on.
I could glue all the other stuff. I did actually, this one actually did come off in one solid piece. So we probably could.
Jamie says I need a Tim clamp.
Need a Tim clamp. Everyone needs a Tim clamp in their life.
Crystal says the human grip assistant.
Okay, I'm gonna save this because I can glue that. I'm not gonna glue it right now because I'd want to probably use some wood glue and glue it properly. So I'm going to wait. So let's bring this up here. Let's get the rest of these legs off.
You just gotta pull them out now. But be careful the nails.
I see that. I see nails. Even this piece of wood, I think I want to save because that could make a really fun little rustic surface for a sign. Could be super, super cute. So we're gonna save
but
that.
you want to pull the nails out of it.
We will pull the nails out of it. Even this part, I'm gonna probably save. All right. Just going to
Oh yeah, that's
wiggle, wiggle, wobble, wobble. It's got a nail in it, but that's okay.
Probably got 4.
No, the other one I think only had one. I just did this and it came loose.
Oh.
Yeah, just the one.
Okay. What?
Just the one.
Huh? That's weird.
Just the one. All right, let's pull these ones out. Work it, girl. Work it.
Work that pole.
I was thinking that and I wasn't going to say that. Leave it to Tim to say it. Leave it to Tim to say the things that we are all thinking.
I am a 5th grade schoolboy.
We're going to make some little spindle stands to hold the little patriotic flags I'm making. But
Yeah,
you can use these spindle stands for other things. Imagine putting little Christmas trees sticking out of these spindle stands at Christmas time.
I don't think this top is gonna be worth
No,
saving.
no, not with it having the holes.
Well, that
it would be
and
flat.
it's a
peeling.
plywood,
Ooh, that one
and
came out.
it's delaminating really bad.
So we may not save that, but all right. I'm gonna get these nails out.
It's
And we're going
delaminated
to-
really bad.
Go this way. Back the nail out. The nail's in the way of the saw, that's why I'm not just sawing right into it. Use my pliers. Alright, I will cut this flat. I'm gonna do 3 because I think like sets of 3 when you're doing like little gatherings and clusters. Odd numbers. We want odd numbers.
Maybe, Kathy. Maybe.
So this one I'm going to do, I think I'm gonna cut this one like right here, make it
A little bit more shorter.
a little bit shorter. Yes, a little bit shorter.
Or you do one here and then here.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm saving this. Yeah, I'll figure that one out.
That may be a little tall though, to try and have it.
Well, I think I have a different idea. I was thinking maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Let's get this one done, and we'll figure out where we're gonna do the next one. We're gonna cut this one right here. You can do them all the same length if you want to, if you have a table like this, okay? That's okay, Miss Kathy. She says I accidentally did the thumbs down. That's okay.
Hey, Lou.
Give you. It happens. My mom's given me the angry face before, and I know she ain't doing it on purpose, okay? And sometimes our thumbs click on the things that we don't want them to click on before we realize we're clicking on them. They make all those little buttons so tiny. All right, so there's number 2. So I'm thinking, wait, which one did you just have?
This one.
I'm thinking if we cut this one, and then we could cut it here, that'll give us,
Oh, and keep this.
keep this as our base piece. I think it's okay that it's notched out. It adds character, or we can just turn it so you can't even really see the notched part if you wanted to. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. We're gonna try it. We're gonna go for it, okay?
Go for it. What do you got to lose?
I mean, not much. Not much. I didn't pay anything for this. I got it for free. I saved it from the garbage.
Bye.
Bye, love you. So, we shall see.
Alright.
So it's kind of a 2-part craft. Deconstructing your spindle table if you want to save some spindles. Clean up that edge a little bit. And then we'll actually do like making a craft in a moment.
No, I stopped there earlier.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cut this little knob off. Now if we wanted to, see it's like the same height, but I think I'd rather it be a little bit shorter than a little bit taller than this one. So we're gonna cut that little knob piece off of this one, okay? All right, here we go. And then we're gonna pull out the drill. We're using all the tools today, y'all. We are having fun with the tools. Don't be afraid of the tools. Listen, there are some tools you should be afraid of, okay? But not these tools. The tools that scare me are saws, power saws. Just because I don't have enough experience using them, I'm even gonna save that little piece, because that little piece
Could be something.
It could be something. Hold on,
It could be something someday. I could have been a contender.
just a little edge I want to clean up there. Okay, there we go.
I don't know if I would trust Christy with the Sawzall.
I've attempted to use sawzalls are like evil tools.
I don't think I would try.
I've used a sawzall.
She has.
I've attempted to use a saw. I've attempted.
She's attempted to use a lot of
We
tools.
can't forget the attempted word. That's the most important word. I've attempted to use a sawzall, and y'all, you have to have a lot of strength and control when you use a sawzall, okay? Yes, you definitely have to have respect, for sure. I have a little bit of fear of saws. Drills. I don't know why I'm cleaning up my sawdust because I still got to drill my holes. Let me get my drill.
Yeah, I've got a small battery operated Sawzall at the house, but yeah, she's got me. She doesn't need to use the Sawzall.
It was you that was with me when I used the Sawzall.
And didn't I rip it out of your hand?
It was like, yeah, Sawzalls basically work by like vibrating, like it like
reciprocating.
It vibrates. It vibrates everything. Okay, extreme vibration happens. Okay, so. It like the saw just like goes back and forth and it shakes and it like in and out, okay? Really fast. And sorry, my brain has to come out of the gutter. Sorry. I need a drill bit slightly bigger than my dowel rod, okay? Stop it! Stop it! I think that one's big enough, or should I go one bigger? Let's see.
That size didn't matter.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, I can't. So I was trying to use, I'm gonna go with that one, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, it's the 1/4 inch. And these are a little bit smaller than 1/4 inch. If you're using a 1/4 inch dowel rod, you'll wanna go probably up to like the 5/16, okay? So, I was using this. And the saw, you're supposed to hold the saw steady, and then the blade goes like that and cuts through dang near anything it can cut through. The problem is, I wasn't strong enough. And here I'm holding the Sawzall, okay? And instead of the blade moving in and out and cutting through, the blade was holding steady, and the whole Sawzall handle was moving, which made me move, and there was just no cutting happening. And it was just like, oh, it was bad.
I know, right, Michelle? She says, is it VIP night already?
Oh, that would be good in VIP. Y'all, it was, I just was really bad at it, and I didn't last long, and Tim took the saw, and he took over the Sawzalling, and probably gave me another job that was a little more suited to my abilities. Yeah. So I'm just gonna drill in probably...
Danny says, I just burst out laughing in a quiet room full of people.
Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl. I probably went in about an inch-ish. Yeah, about an inch. I drilled my hole about an inch. My hole is not perfectly centered. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to be. Okay? It's character. No one's gonna notice that it's slightly off center. Okay? No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. They're never gonna know.
They're gonna know.
They're never gonna know.
They're gonna know.
And this is some good wood. This is like oak or something.
Yeah, it looks like...
It's something very strong and sturdy.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to find my center-ish.
It's definitely not pine.
It's definitely, definitely like a hardwood. Okay.
Sharon says, you two are the best to watch. It makes my day.
Aw, thanks,
Thank you.
girl. Thanks, girl. I gotta look at what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm like, as I'm dropping
Drill through your hand.
Yes.
Yeah, look. Kind of looks like oak.
And I'm drilling slow, but you could drill faster if you wanted to, but slow and steady. Steady and slow. That's the way we always go. Okay.
Wait, what?
Slow and steady, steady and slow. That's the way we always go. That was from one of Adam's books when he was little. Well, all the kids, but Adam loved that book, and we read it like nightly for years.
Jennifer.
It was like the rabbit. It was like the tortoise and the rabbit, the little race.
Jennifer, it's the from Overboard, the chainsaw. Goldie Hawn was using the chainsaw, and then he threw her in the bucket of water.
Yeah.
That was a funny movie.
That was a good movie. That was a good movie. That was very good. Okay, our spindles are done. Part 1 of our project is complete. So now we're gonna work on the next part. So we got our 3 little spindles, super, super cute. See how cute they are, just clustered? We're gonna stain up the top so that they look a little bit more uniform with the coloring, so they're not so the white, fresh, clean wood. We'll do that in a little bit here. And we're gonna work on our flags, okay? So we're just gonna make some little flags. I got some fabric here. We're gonna cut some rectangles and
Jackie says, getting on late. Do we know what you're making yet?
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
She's still kind of winging it.
I'm figuring it out. Figuring it out as we go. Figuring it out. Now you can tear it. You can use pinking shears. I love torn fabric, so I'm tearing mine. But if you don't like torn fabric and you want a little bit of a cleaner look, but you still want like a pretty edge, and you obviously don't want to sew it, because we avoid sewing around here anytime we can.
Yep.
But if you are a sewer, you can sew yourself a beautiful little flag for sure. But
you can sew buns on ice cream.
This isn't the tutorial for that.
Sew buns on ice cream. Okay, get ready, guys. I'll grab some names here in a second.
So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball the size of my flag. I'm okay if they're not all identically the same size. I will tell you what size I end up with, so that if you want to recreate and want to have a better idea of the sizing, you'll know. And I'm not tearing it all the way up. I'm just tearing it. I don't want to waste the fabric that I don't need for it. Oh, I should have done it the other way. I'm gonna do it the other way. Redo, I'll save this and use it for something else, because our flags can't go that way, our stripes. If we're gonna do a striped flag, we kind of gotta get the stripes sort of kind of going the right direction, right? So we're gonna go like that.
You're not going to be happy until you smack me from ripping that stuff, are you?
I mean, one of these days it may happen. It will not be intentional, but one of these days
right.
It might happen. Now, let's see, right about, I'm going to leave a little extra length so that I can wrap it around and glue it around my stick.
All right, we have Angie Rodriguez, Patty Campbell, Rhea Moore, Kathy O'Neill, Angie Rodriguez, Lynn Swetch, and Jennifer Berry.
Okay, so there's one flag piece right there.
Thank you, Jackie. Love watching the two of you.
Aww,
great.
Thanks, Jackie.
You're great.
We'll do a polka dotted flag. Yeah, about like that. And like I said, they don't all have to be identical. They don't all have to be the same size.
That's
it's okay.
Awesome.
I know, aren't they awesome?
No,
Didn't I do a great job?
Sylvia's awesome. She says, you've inspired me, 80 years old, and I really need to start drilling and sawing.
You got this, girl. Listen, a little hand saw like this, you just be careful, and if you're not strong enough to hold what you're cutting, get yourself a clamp. Clamp it to, you know, an old table, workbench, whatever, craft table you have. Clamp it right to the edge and cut. I keep this block of wood around. This is my sawing and drilling block. You guys, I've had this block of wood. I will never get rid of this block of wood. Okay?
She said that from like day one.
Day one. This is a block of wood that I've used for every craft that I've done here, drilling and sawing. And I use this to protect my table. So I lay it here, I put my wood on it, I saw, so if I cut through the edge, I'm damaging the piece of wood and not my table. But you could, if you have an old table, workbench, something like that, you could use, just clamp it right to that too. There's options. There's always options.
Oh, Billy.
All right, a little bit of gingham.
You're not supposed to do that.
What'd you do, Billy? Billy, did you hurt yourself?
She fell at church on Sunday.
Oh, I don't like to hear that.
Yeah, yep.
Tell you that a fall in a split second
8 stitches on her cheek.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. No, we can't do that.
And what's worse is you did it in public, and that's always the worst, right? When you have an audience and everyone has to come rushing and everyone has to pay attention to you, and you're like, just
leave me alone.
Just leave me alone. But everyone just wants to help, right?
Yeah.
They're so
Their heart's
well-hearted.
in the right place, but
yeah, but you're like, oh no. Yeah.
Yes, don't do that.
Oh. I'm sorry that happened.
Hi, Donna.
Ooh. Stasha says she has one of those boards in her craft room for her sawing and drilling. Stasha. I don't know why I sang it, but Just felt like it's a name. Stasha. I feel like it's a name that you can
what
sing.
is this? A Batman show here?
I don't know. That would be your entry if you were like in a comic book hero. Stasha to the rescue. I don't know. You tell I raised lots of boys. Tell I raised lots of boys. We watched lots of rescue movies, lots of hero movies, lots of action figures, all the things. Okay, so I got my flag pieces ready. So my red and white pieces. Now we need some little blue spots on our flag.
Jackie says, block of wood would be great. I have plenty of holes and saw marks on my table. Even a few corners cut off from a big saw.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
That's awesome. It's character.
Yes, it definitely adds character.
It's character.
All right.
Lynn says, I got on late. What board are you talking about? It's her cutting board.
Yeah, it's my cutting board. It's my crafting cutting board.
Crafting cutting board.
I use that for all my sawing and drilling, so I don't mess up my table. Okay.
She's had it from day one.
There's flag number 1. How cute is that going to be? And then we'll do we want to do polka dots and polka dots?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Awesome, Jen.
Or should I have done that on that? No, I like those together. I think those are cute together.
Yeah, that works good.
And then we'll do the polka dots together, I think. I may change my mind, because y'all know I change my mind a lot. I change my mind a lot. Put it about there. And again, I'm just eyeballing it all. Just eyeballing it. That needs to be cut a little bit shorter.
Yes, the double polka dots, as Sherry says.
Polka dots on polka dots. We love polka dots upon polka dots.
Yeah, you can do plaid on stripe, though.
Oh, yes, we can.
You told me it didn't match.
Well, in clothing, not so much. But in crafting and decor, mix and match those patterns. We love it. We love it. It's not about matching, it's about coordinating. And I think they coordinate well together. All right, let's see. Let's see how our stars look. I do have some others. If we don't like the stars, I could always grab something else. But I felt like stars would be appropriate for one of these.
Billy says, I can't draw a straight line. I definitely can't saw a straight line.
Or maybe we mix up the polka dots a little bit. Do we like that?
Oh, I like it.
I'm kind of liking that. I think we need to make this one just a little bit shorter, though. A little bit shorter. What do we think of that? I think this one needs to be just a little bit shorter, too. Just a little bit. Let's see. Let's see. What do y'all think? I can't rip as good as you. Sometimes my fabric goes wonky. If you have trouble ripping or you're not liking the results of ripping, get yourself a pair of Pinkin shears and use Pinkin shears, and you still get kind of like a nice little fun edge without doing the tearing. And another thing you could do is you can literally, a lot of fabrics, some fabrics work better than others, but you can always, like this edge is just cut here, just cut it and then just start pulling some of your strings, and you still can achieve a little bit more of a rustic edge. Okay, so I pulled some fabrics and then just kind of go back and forth and just drag your fingernails across the fabric, and that's going to give you a little bit more of a distressed edge as well. It's harder to see on camera, but you can work it and distress it.
She has tearing rulers.
Tearing rulers?
I wonder if it's, you just hold the fabric on the table with the ruler out with one hand and then tear it?
Maybe.
Is that...
Give that a Google, Miss Sharon. Maybe that can help you. Maybe that can help you. All right, let me get my glue gun here. We're just gonna roll. I don't know. Is it on? I don't know. I'm assuming it's on.
It's in your hand. Is it warm?
It's warm. It's warm. Okay. I love florals, plaid, prints, polka dots all together on clothes and crafts. Awesome. Yes, as long as they like the colors flow together. It's kind of like the rocking chairs I did for Mom and Dad. The patterns were totally different, but the colors were the same, so they worked together.
No, the check pattern is blue.
So I'm going to do this in 2 layers. I'm going to put it on my sticks before I glue my fabric together. And I'm going to do that for a reason, because I don't want to get too much of my glue layered on top of each other.
She's seen other people use sand the edge of the fabric.
Sand?
Use a sander on
Oh,
it.
like a sandpaper?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's smart.
Like your little gorilla sander.
Yeah, whoa, I almost fell over. No.
You all right?
I promise y'all, I'm drinking soda, okay? Soda and water, okay? No, my mat is, I caught the edge of my mat. I have like a thick mat that I stand on because these concrete floors are hard on my feet and knees and hips and all the things. And I caught the edge of it.
That's why I'm usually sitting.
Right, like this girl. What is wrong with her?
What are you looking for?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Well, then how are you going to find it?
I'm distracted right now. My antique wax. Oh, it's just been a day, okay?
I wish I had as good of a day as you did.
It's been a week. It wasn't. I don't know what say it's good, but it was okay. It was okay. It was a day. It's been a day. It's been a busy day. All right, so we're gonna figure out how long we want our spindles to be. So we'll say, I think, should we do the biggest flag on the biggest spindle maybe? So we're probably want it to hang about that high, so we'll cut it.
Yes, I'm usually sitting in a chair in the corner.
I know, Tim's very active on here today, isn't he?
Christy, methinks you were drinking something other than soda.
I swear I'm not. I knew when I stumbled like that, somebody would be like, girl, what's your beveraging over there?
Yeah, your beveraging isn't adding up.
My beveraging is not adding up, so we'll cut that one about there.
Beveraging isn't beveraging.
No.
Christine, the spindles were from an old table that was bound for the fire pit, and we saved it.
Yes.
Well, and when I say we, I mean her.
If you watch the replay, you will see us take them apart. So I'm going to do this one. It's going to be our smallest one. We'll go about that tall.
This week's a short week?
For a lot of people it is. Not for us.
You should put those upside down so the cut part goes inside.
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's
yes.
So it's a nicer cut on the top.
You're so smart. I probably could have used a little bit smaller drill bit, but it's still okay. All right. I'm going to stain these.
Some companies are actually off after today.
Yes. Yes.
Miracle Ear, they're done after today.
Yes. We actually, it is a short week for us though. It is. We will probably do a little bit of work tomorrow, just because we have a lot of work to do. But the team's not. Tomorrow's an off day for the team, and then
It is?
It's 4th of July.
Tomorrow's the 3rd.
Oh, sorry. What is today?
The 2nd.
Saturday's the
Wednesday.
5th.
Today's Wednesday, the 2nd.
No, it's not.
Wednesday,
Yes, it is.
the 2nd.
So Thursday is the
the
3rd.
3rd.
So
Friday's the
5th, 4th. Oh, all my days are all messed up. No, the team will be working tomorrow. Sorry. They will not be working. The 4th is an off day for them. And
Friday,
then,
yes.
Yes. Okay. So it is a short week. It is a short week for us. Oh. Oh, well, that was yesterday. I was talking to my mom and dad, and we were talking about something, and I said, yeah, it's been a really long week. It's just been a week of Mondays. And Tim goes, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's only Tuesday?
Yeah, it felt like Thursday.
It feels like it should be Thursday or Friday already. I was
Yeah,
like, what? What? So
It's been a very long week.
I'm using antique wax just to darken up these ends, just so they blend a little better. The colors go a little better.
Yeah, it's been a very, very long week.
Yes. Lots going on.
Yes, Kathy. Beverages needed.
Oh, it'll be, yes, this weekend. There'll be some.
Trev's bumming a little bit because
Why?
they got Friday and Saturday off this week.
Uh-huh.
And then he's taking next Saturday off.
Oh, he's
So
gonna
he's
have a
gonna be-
short paycheck.
He's going to be short 3 days.
Ooh, that's gonna be a
On one check.
fun paycheck, yes.
And I'm
He
like-
says, I feel you on that one.
He said, I said, well, why aren't you guys working Saturdays? Like, the boss is going to be out on his boat with his family. He's not going to be in any shape to come in on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Okay.
I'm like, well, you don't know that.
We've got our sticks prepped. We've got our fabrics prepped. I'm going to go largest to smallest. So we're going to go with this one first. I'm going to put some glue on the edge
Living on the edge. Oh.
of my fabric. And we're going to
Yes, reunion kits in 8 days.
glue my stick on. Like that.
Michelle says, Christy girl, you are cracking me up.
I'm just a mess today, y'all. I am a mess today.
Nancy, we have to get the boat in the water first.
Yeah, the boat is not in the water yet.
It's not. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
Now it's just a time thing.
Yep. All right. I'm using my low temp glue gun. So I'm going to just do the 2 sides first, and then I will come back and glue the other 2 edges because I don't want my glue to set before I get it on there. All right. Plus, it's easier to handle if I don't have all 4 edges glued at the same time.
July is what, the 26th for VIP?
Sure. The last Saturday.
Yeah, it's 26th.
Whatever that last Saturday
The 26th.
is what it is.
So,
All right, so I can put, the way I'm doing it, I can put my glue on before I put it on.
Jennifer says she saw a bear in her front yard yesterday.
What? What? I would love that, but I would also dislike that at the same time. I think it would be cool to see, but I'd be terrified every time I go out my front door that he's going to be sitting out there and I'm going to be he's going to invite me for dinner. And I'm going to be the dinner.
And yeah, by inviting,
Yeah. Yeah.
she means be the main course.
Yes. That would be my fear. Love seeing the bears when we go to Tennessee. But I'm always on the lookout every time we walk out those doors. All right. Flag number 2. And you can make these flags as big or as small as you want to. Use whatever color patterns, whatever you want to. But imagine these little spindle stands. And we make some little Christmas trees at Christmas time. And we have them sticking out of these little spindle stands. Like, this is something that you get your hands on some of these and make some of these. You can keep them on your mantle all the time. And just change out what's in them. You could do little hearts on sticks for Valentine's Day. You could do little shamrocks for St. Patty's Day. There's so much you can
Ooh,
do.
little shamrocks.
Yeah, something different for each season. All right.
Yeah, Christine says, I'd love to see them in nature, but from a distance.
Yes.
Crystal says, do not accept the bear's invite.
No, no. If you want them to be permanent, you can put a little squirt of glue in there and they can be permanent. But y'all, let's put them together. Let's see how they lay. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, nice centerpieces for a table.
And you could even starch these if you wanted them to stick out really, really nicely. Really, really. Why aren't they the same height? Oh. Because I put them in the wrong ones. There we go. I'm like, they're not supposed to be the same height. I feel like this one's a little big. I feel like this little one should be littler. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this while it's still. I'm gonna shrink my flag. I'm gonna shrink my flag. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. It's a little too big. A little too big for that little baby spindle. Oh, got it. Okay. That was was a little worried for a second there. It's never too late to fix a craft, and it's hot glue. Whew, the beauty of hot glue.
Christine says, love this idea. I think she said her daughter's apartment complex was throwing away chairs, and she saw them and was thinking about them. She's gonna go look to see if she can find them.
Ooh, go grab them, girl. Go grab them.
So
go grab them. Go get them.
Billy, I believe all of them. What, the 3-inch the 3-inch rounds that fit the jar from last month? I think all of ours do, right?
What about? Yes.
From the VIP.
Yes, all of the 3-inch rounds in the shop fit in the VIP's honey jar. Yes.
And Tammy says, fifth grader here. Yes, behave, Tammy. You're at work.
Be a professional. Sometimes it's hard to be a professional.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a much better.
Sharon
That's
says
a much better
spindles
size.
from an old banister would be neat
Would
too.
be super,
that'd work
super
well
cute.
too.
And you could even, like, they're a little stiff from the glue, but you could, you know, relax them a little bit, just shape them a little bit if you want them to kind of hang down a little bit. But I kind of like them like they're blowing and waving in the wind, in the breeze. And you can even take a little strip of.
She's using her low temp Sure Bonder.
Yep. You can take. Actually, I have some fabric strips already. I've got some fabric strips already in strips here. Let's see what I got.
Penny says, how cute, just as they are.
I know, aren't they cute? But you could.
Oh, the strips from the other day.
Yep, leftover strips. You could just tie like a little
Get ready, guys. I'll grab some more names here in a minute.
little piece of fabric around it if you want to. Another idea. I'm gonna show you a whole nother idea, guys. A whole nother idea. You could do it like a bow, or you could do it just tied. I'm gonna do a little bow, but let me show you. Let me show you something else that you could do.
Yeah, you could do one in the style of a Canadian flag.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, isn't Canada Day coming up?
Canada Day is July 1st, I believe.
Canada.
Yep.
That was yesterday.
Oh. Yep. But it's still that kind of season.
Yes.
Like, we keep our 4th of July stuff up. Really, our patriotic stuff all year. A lot of people.
Pretty much.
But you could add a little bow to the bottom if you wanted to.
Just because we don't take them down.
A little bow.
All right, we have
True.
Shasta Bishop, Lila Gaffney, Penny Britton, Lisa Blankenship, Cheryl Schaffer, Jennifer Berry, Deb Elliott, and Patty Campbell.
What if you took, I don't know if this is going to work, but I think it could. You could take a little, I think it would be cute with like a little bit of cream fabric, distressed, and you put a bunch of these together and you have like a little bundle of firecrackers. Put little wicks coming out the top of them, but I would do like a natural, actually I think I have some, like a natural fabric, like this, like a little strip of this. You could probably even dirty it up if you wanted to. A little bit of antique wax.
Well, maybe
all distressed.
Maybe with a little like red at the end. Like it's a burning.
Like it's burning.
Yeah.
Like it's a flaming. Spindles are so fun. You can do so much with spindles. So much. You can have it like, have a longer one hanging off the side. Like so.
What about twine or jute? That would.
Yes.
Yeah, like a thicker jute might work.
Yeah.
Cool too.
Yep.
For like a thing.
Hold on. We're gonna attach all of these together. We're gonna tie them together. And you can put like a little tag on it that says like boom, pow.
Boom, bang, pow.
Right? Right? So you got like little firecrackers. A little bundle of firecrackers. I don't know. Have fun with them. Make cute things. You know, play with it. Change it up. Experiment a little bit. But just have fun with it. Get creative. But can't get that apart. Hold on. Let me put our flags back in. We'll throw our flags back in for our original idea, our original plan. Let me adjust them a little bit. We got our little flags. Our little flags. Super cute, super fun. You could spread them out, cluster them together. Have fun.
When did that happen, Sue? She said in Northern California we had a fireworks factory blow up.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I've seen videos like in the past of like things like that happening.
Yeah.
And that's crazy when that happens.
It's insane.
Yeah, we had a factory here last year that had an explosion, and they did a lot of like
Lisa, make sure you're signed up for our texting.
a lot of stuff for like the vaping industry, and they had the tanks in there, and
all the butane tanks.
Yeah, and they were literally like skyrocketing through the sky like projectiles.
Oh, it was insane.
There was actually people who like got hit with them and were badly
Cars that were
injured
getting
and
hit with those.
didn't
It was
even
horrible.
make it. There's a young man didn't like got hit with one. Crazy.
And it's like
crazy,
a mile away.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it happened last night.
Oh, last night. Wowzers. Wow.
I guess we should watch the news more.
We should watch the news more. I don't like to watch the news. I like to live in my little bubble. I watch enough to know the major things happening in the world, but some of that local stuff, it's just depressing to me. It puts me in a bad headspace. So I like to hang out here and craft and live in our own little bubble of, everything's okay for the moment anyways.
The sad thing is she relies on me for her news. And I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, usually he'll be like, blah, 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 blah. But then I got to go and like look it up and be like, oh, wow. So, yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little craft. I think it's cute. If you recreate a craft similar to this and you're inspired to make something from this, make sure you post it over in our sharing group and put, let us know that you were inspired by us here on the main page, okay? I know the middle one, it would be nice to have it a little bit shorter, but there's not really a good spot to cut the middle one. Oh, off of this one. We can cut it off the stem.
That's probably a good idea, Stacy.
I'll cut it off the stem and it'll make it shorter, the stem. The flagpole. Make it a little bit shorter.
Yeah, it's Christine, during that is when we really turned it off.
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, we do like that.
Yeah.
That is better. That is
A
better.
little bit shorter.
Yes. Cute, cute, cute. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for putting up with us through this craft and the hot mess that we are. And if you enjoy it and you're new here and you like a hot mess crafting session, make sure you hit that follow button on Facebook. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube because we are live on both right now. We love you guys, and